Hey, it's Sarah, and I am super excited because it was like the VIB sales and everything at Sephora over it was last week anyway. And so well, it's usually when I do sort of like, it's usually when I try and pick up a couple of things that like maybe I wouldn't have normally. And so like in my head, the price overall gets knocked down by like 20%. That's awesome. Um, So yeah, I picked up a couple of like neat things. It's also the holidays, so like the sets come out. So that's really great. That's usually when I can have a chance to sort of like try something that's kind of like across a brand, which is true for one of the things. The other ones, I think, like I have something from Drunk Elephant that they kind of like typically always have from what I can tell. But you'll see in a second. Um, The other thing is it's really weird because normally I depend on Sephora because like you get the three samples. That's two. It's three. Now it's two. It's weird. I don't know why they changed it. One of them is a really awesome size sample that definitely is a couple of uses because I've had the product before. Um, the other one is like maybe one use. And like I don't normally have a problem with the foil pack samples. I consider usually I know that like manufacturers figure out they're like this is about as much as we think like a single use would be, and usually I'm pleasantly surprised. So I'm like, oh, that's good. So then when you figure that most skincare products are meant to be between a 3 and a 6 month supply of something like that, if you're using it like every day, sort of like AM PM, kind of like depending on what it is, whatever. Um, then it's a good amount. But like, anyway, one of them is very small and one of them is very large. I'm going to start digging into this box. I actually opened it up earlier just to check things out and make sure everything wasn't broken. Um, and everything was in really good shape. And so the first thing is this is one of those awesome sets that, it was a Christmas set. This is Caudalie. Their Beauty Grows Here. This is sort of like a set of their most popular products. I've tried several things from Caudalie now, and I really have enjoyed them. Um, I've had a couple of these Venosource Sorbet moisturizers, for instance. I've had the Instant Detox mask in a couple of different formats. I still haven't bought a full-size one because every time I think about buying a full-size one, then they have something like this where I'm like, well, there's a couple of things in here that I haven't tried yet that I want to know if they're worth having. So, for instance, I have no opinions on their micellar water one way or the other. I don't think I've tried the Premier Crew eye cream. I might have. I know that there's an eye cream that goes with the Venosource line. I think that's what I've tried. I don't think it's the Premier Crew. Um, and I've been meaning to try the Beauty Elixir, and they had a really similar size, virtually identical size, for a little bit less, in just the Beauty Elixir, that you could get like one of those little ornament things. And I've been wanting to try it for a while. So it's great. You get the bag. There's a card on the back. This, if you know somebody who's into skincare, Caudalie I find is a really great line because it's not heavily scented. And so I really enjoyed it. It feels very natural. I'm going to try not to drop the glass bottle on the ground now. So I removed the plastic packaging. So yeah, this is a really nice moisturizer. It's nice and decently rich. If nothing else, this is a really nice size. This is a very convenient size of micellar water, which is never a bad thing to have a travel size. I just got a bottle of the La Roche-Posay. That's nice because it has that very neutral micellar water scent. Actually, it's a little, if you're familiar with that scent, that it's not astringent, but there's something there. This one smells in that little bit stronger range. This smells really similar to the La Roche-Posay, which I'm finding is really effective at cleansing and really gets stuff off. So, like, way more than the other ones I've tried. I know, like, Bioderm is like the big baddie of them all, but like I don't find it gets my waterproof makeup off. Like, I find it gets like most stuff off, but there's usually like stuff I'm like I feel not great about using that as just like a straight cleanser if I've got makeup on, and like that being my only cleansing step. And I always find like my skin feels gross and filthy, like I've slept in my makeup the next day. The La Roche-Posay has been pretty good. I haven't really put it to the test as a straight removal yet. But this smells very similar, which leads me to believe this is going to be, I hope, one of those like little more potent ones. I hope. And then, as I said, the Beauty Elixir. This was, of course, like, this was before the socks. You okay? Did you fall off your bed? Okay, I didn't see you fall off your bed. You okay? You know when somebody trips and no one's supposed to notice? I shouldn't have noticed. Her bed's right here and she fell off her bed. Anyway, so a few years ago, before the Tatcha Mist, this was the thing. And it's sort of like, it's one of those elixirs. I know I've never put my hands on this. Glass bottle, even this size, nice, heavy, metal lid. So, oh, that's interesting. Okay. This is going to sound weird, and there are going to be people that think this is terrible. This sounds so weird, but if you got your ears pierced back in the day, every time you would get your ears pierced, they would give you this weird stuff to clean your ears with, and it had this amazing smell. And it's kind of like tea tree-ish, but it's not. And this is very nice, and like it feels very cooling. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm not 100% sure. Other than I think this is meant to be like, this is like your toning step, I guess. I don't know. People are, that is so nice, you know, and it gives you that minty cooling feeling. Oh, I like that. Oh, I can see really this is nice. I'm interested to see if this does anything at all. But I like the feeling of it. And I think that I would be very happy to purchase it literally just for that. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's like, it's not minty, but it's kind of minty. Like, it's a little bit mentholy. I have no idea. I can't even explain it. That's nice. That's nice. That smells really nice. If you have not smelled that, and if you see that kit, I would recommend that. Just so that you know. That is the the Cuddly Favorites set. And it was, does it tell me? It does not tell me. It does not. I think that was 28. I think it was. This is the Instant Detox Mask. I've had this size a couple of times. This is really nice. And I have the mask you can get at Old Navy that's supposed to be like a dupe for it. It's nice and they kind of make a similar effect, but this is a lot more cooling. I think that's kind of the theme that I've noticed. from the stuff in the Caudalie line is that a lot of the more intensive sort of parts, like their moisturizers are very soothing and they feel very like calming on your skin, and then other things like their treatment stuff have that sort of like that cooling effect that I guess is meant to be pore minimizing. I'm not entirely sure. It just feels really nice. And this also smells really good. I would recommend that product in particular if you're like, I would like a decent quality mask. I've tried a couple of like the Glam Glow ones. Like a few of them I've liked. I just finished one that I got recently, like a little size of it. It's like, I think it was like the Tingle Mud one. I don't know, it was weird. It sort of like dried up in the tube and it was like all chunks. It was very strange. Anyway, and I don't remember if I've tried this eye cream, but that's still, for an eye cream, like that's still a really generous size. Like I'll probably be like a month or two at least finishing that. So I'll see how that goes. Okay, and then one of the samples I got was the Clinique, because they have this makeup artist's best friend. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I am currently working on, I got the Ole Henriksen when I was at Winners one day. Her 3-in-1 oil cleanser, which just smells like fresh oranges. It's really nice. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's more of like the texture of Jello, but like a gel. It's like a thick gel. So you would definitely go through it faster than like a true like more solid like oil cleansing balm like this. But I really enjoy it, and it's been really effective. I have used this. I had a couple of like small ones of this, and I've really enjoyed it. And like, just in case you're wondering, like this sample is like, it's a bit bigger than a toonie. It's kind of thick. Like to me, like, and even when I'm wearing a lot of makeup, like to me that's probably, I would think, at least 3 uses of this product. That said, I don't know how like deeply it's filled, but I would say probably, from what I can tell, about 3 uses. I'm not really sure. Well, we're gonna open it up. Well, we're gonna get a better look. Nope, still can't tell you without opening it up. But I'm gonna say 3, possibly even 4 uses, but I know what this is, so I'm gonna reduce that packaging anyway. Get that to the recycling. I also have, this is the Essential Cream from Amore Pacific. And this is what I mean. Like, this is one of those tiny, tiny, tiny little ones. And, oh no, okay. Now that I've squished it, I don't know how you can see. I might have 2 uses, but I don't think so. The use instructions on this are to use sort of like 1 to 2 pumps. I'm going to assume that this is probably 2 pumps worth of product. It totally depends. I mean, it's really strange, like with this sort of, a lot of this sort of thinner moisturizer consistencies. And again, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I think this is meant to be like a moisturizer, like a thinner, more of a like a lotion type moisturizer. I haven't tried a lot of Amore Pacific products. And in fact, I can't think of one specifically that I have used, but I've been wanting to try the line for a while because they're like really, lauded for just being really good, sort of almost on level with like La Mer, from what I can tell from my brief amounts of research. But they are a good company. You know, they try to, they're, I don't know, they're good. They're meant to be good. I don't know what to tell you. They are expensive. They're not La Mer prices, thank God. Anyway, so I'll try that, but that's a really small sample. And then I got, so that's the 2 samples. It's two samples now. I didn't get anything with points. Nothing was really catching my fancy right now. I'll probably, usually I put in another order somewhere around Christmas, like a little bit closer, but it totally depends. It's sort of like to finish off the last of my Christmas shopping, so we'll see what happens. I got this Mystical Mini Set, $23. This is from Brugio. I ran out of my Ghost Oil conditioner from Verb, and I'm due to get my roots and everything touched up on the 11th of December, and so I am wondering whether or not I'm going to be going with some shampoo and conditioner from my salon, which I'm not 100% sure I will, or what I'm going to do, just because I don't get down there very often. So if there's a Sephora brand or whatever that's going to be more effective, or at least as effective, whatever. But I was also really interested in trying this, which is the Scalp Revival. It's the charcoal and coconut. It's it's like micro exfoliation for your scalp. Tati Westbrook was talking about this, and so I am having a bit of an issue with like clogged pores and like flakiness on my scalp, and we're going into winter now. In fact, there was snow today, so I wanted to give this a try and see whether or not it would even be worth it. And since they had this minis set, which for some weird reason came with how to read your palm instructions. I don't know why. It's interesting. So anyway, so I have this to try because I also have color treated hair, and so one of the quickest ways to strip color out of your hair is to use especially like selenium based dandruff shampoos, which I normally have trouble with anyway because they just dry out my skin. So I'm gonna try this, which I know is color safe. I say, pretty sure it's color safe. I'm pretty sure it's color safe. When I did the selection, it said it was color safe. It's not color safe. I'm going to be really upset until the 11th of December because it will take all of my color correction out. Anyway, I'm looking at this to be a color friendly, reasonably, not stripping, but like clarifying shampoo that is also sulfate free. Anyway, it looks absolutely crazy. I don't know how well you can see this nonsense in here. Like, it looks like a face mask. So, and I don't even know how many uses this would be. The full-size container is $54 Canadian. But here's the thing. If it works for as often as I would need it, which would be, you know, I would probably throw this into the mix once, maybe twice a month. You know, I wash my hair on average once a week to keep it in decent shape. Sometimes more, sometimes, you know, a little less, depending on what's going on. Depending on how it is, I let my hair tell me when it needs to be washed. And also sometimes I'm lazy. So that's not to say that I don't sometimes wander around just greasy. That's what buns are for. It's fine. So this set also came with the Don't Despair Repair. This is a deep conditioning mask, which they recommend to sit on your head for 5 to 10 minutes. Oh my god. And of course, this smells like just a really yummy conditioner. Oh good. Okay. That's good. I smushed some at the side. So it just has that sort of look to it. Very curious. Usually with products like this, My hair kind of really doesn't mind if I just sort of like smooth it into the ends anyway. It doesn't have a feeling of having a lot of cones in it. I haven't looked at the ingredients, so if I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me. I'll be honest, this isn't the product that I'm expecting to be like the big life changer. It might be. I don't know. I don't know that it's going to beat my Silk 18, which is just an amazing product. But I will give it a try. I did just repurchase my Silk 18 conditioner because I'm almost out of it. And I just went for the big bottle because it's 48 bucks, but it's 16 ounces, which is like a big bottle of shampoo, whatever, normal size, and that stuff's amazing. Okay, and then I got, this is from Drunk Elephant, the 2 solid face cleansing bars, because I kept meaning time, but I hadn't really seen anything about these, and I randomly watched a Wayne Goss video, and he was talking about what he'd been doing for his skincare, and he has just been using Drunk Elephant. I have been enjoying the Drunk Elephant that I've used, and you know, he had a better explanation for how the line works, which is great. Hadn't seen anybody talking about these cleansing bars. The full size are 22. I think this twin pack might have been 22 for these 2 little ones. I thought that would be a really great way to try it. See how it goes. They look really cool. I haven't unwrapped them. The white one is the Peaky bar. This one is the Juju bar. So I think this one is meant to be the more rough one. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot remember. I was going to try them and see what happened. Just get her open here. Doesn't really smell of anything, which is nice. It's a cute little, I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, there you go. You get the cute little elephant. Drunk Elephant. I'm pretty sure the key part of this line, the whole line, is that a lot of it's like imbued with amarula, which if you don't understand the idea behind the Drunk Elephant thing is that amarula is a kind of fruit that you can find in Africa, and what happens is that the fruit will fall off the tree, hit the ground, it will ferment in the heat, and the elephants will eat these fruit and get drunk and wander around. But it is also a really good fruit. I guess it's full of like loads of antioxidants and stuff like that. So I don't actually know how much amarula is in the rest of the brand. Or anyway. Yeah. These don't really smell of anything, which I really appreciate, because if my skin is ever going to be angry, it is usually at perfumed cleansers specifically are usually what really annoy it. And for me, like this little cardboard box, like I would be happy to, you know, have that hanging around. That's really cute. It would make a decent, I think it would last reasonably well in the soap dish until you killed these bars. So yeah, it's really nice. I'm very happy with that. And then finally is this lipstick, and I'm pretty sure this is going to my mom. I've had a look at it. It's the Diorific Matte, and I got this in Elegant. That's a lie. There's one more thing in here. So this is, the packaging is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna swatch it because I'm still pretty sure it's going to my mom, even though I don't know if she's gonna love this color. I think she will. I think it'll look really nice on her. It's a lot more matte than I expected. I know that sounds really stupid, but how many times do you buy a matte lipstick and you're like, it's not matte? This is all metal, which is very nice. My only issue is if you are familiar with the scent of L'Oreal lipsticks, I can't stand it. It smells like little floral old ladies. So it smells like that. It might go away on wearing. I think it will look beautiful. I think she might love it if she likes the color. I don't know. I think she'd probably love it in her purse. We'll see what happens. It might come back to me. That happens. I picked a color specifically that I thought should look good on her, but I felt would probably look really good on me if it didn't. And then finally, the last thing. Now I had 2 palettes in my cart for ages, and it was between this one, which is one of the Natasha Denona palettes. This is the mini, I think it's a star. Yeah, the mini star palette by Natasha Denona. So it was this, and then the Macaroon palette by Busy Art. So I wanted to say something very quickly about this. So this came in the box in its own little outer box, right? Saying like mini star holiday, right? Okay. So I don't know if it was on purpose that this was still in this. And then you get the unicarton. And then what's even more wonderful, and I know this is really stupid, but it's the little details that count, is that when you get to the unicarton for this, then there's this little, yeah, so you can easily open the unicarton with it without having to destroy it. So I'm really kind of inclined almost to keep this because then I could keep it very travel safe. And then you open it up and it's so, like, it's heavy. And it should be like this. So this 5-pan palette was 30, but like her big ones are really a lot more. This is all plastic, but like it's not plastic. Like this is good, like thick acrylic, and even the clarity on this acrylic is really good. So it has a really great open on it, really wonderful hinge. And then there are the pans there. And there's like maybe the slightest little imperfection on this one. Like maybe the slightest. I haven't touched these because I was like, nope, I'm not going to touch them. I'm going to leave them alone. I've never touched a Natasha Denona shadow. This, I have been working really, really hard, and I kept seeing people talk about the shadows, and for me, this is kind of one of those things. If you're not familiar with why I'm so blinky and so squinty, my eyes don't work very well. So I tend to go with higher end eyeshadows, especially because they blend more easily, so then that makes it easier on me because my eyes are terrible. So when somebody who has really great eyes and perfect color vision and everything else is working with makeup, they can make those little adjustments, but a lot of times I wind up having to essentially like blend with both my eyes closed because I just can't focus, right? So I'm applying the same amount of blending and then going in on the side and applying that amount of blending and then looking and seeing if it looks okay. So I knew that these eyeshadows are meant to be pigmented, they're meant to be soft, they're meant to be very blendable, they're meant to be very nice. I haven't touched these. And I am going to do finger swatches, not brush swatches, because although so many people are like, well, you know, you wouldn't apply that. I apply them with my fingers. I tend to do my initial application of shadows, even my mattes, to do my crease work with my fingers. My fingers are my best tools because I have better spatial awareness of where they are. And then I go in with my brushes and I blend, because then I have a better sense of how much I have applied. I can look at my finger, I can see how much pigment that looks like on my finger before I apply it to the eye, and I can know that it's equal on both fingers that I'm using to apply the product, if that makes sense. I'm hoping it does. So you know, for anybody who's wondering, how does somebody who's visually impaired apply eyeshadow, which is an answer that would probably be better answered if it wasn't like 1 o'clock in the morning and I wasn't wearing any makeup. I would probably have an example. But it is and I don't. So I wanted to swatch because I wanted to show you guys because I'm really excited because these look so pretty. These look so pretty. I'm even excited for the mattes because I think these are going to be really nice because I wind up inevitably just going hard accidentally, and I'm just going corner to corner. Oh, okay. Okay. So literally just went corner to corner on each of those shadows. Gonna close that now. So it's to be safe. Ooh, you hear that click? That might make me a little nervous in case I break it, because I did bust a shadow on my mini palette from Huda Beauty, but so that's what it looks like on the fingers, and then just gonna so I did sort of blend that in because it went on weird and not really. So looking at these, this looks like I can very easily, because that still blends. That blends so easily. That blends so easily. And they blend together really nicely. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay, that is really great. I have a napkin here. I have micellar water. It's almost like I was somewhat prepared. I was not prepared. I am never prepared. Oh, that is a very interesting consistency for micellar water. It's sort of slick, like it's got a lot of oils in it. Interesting. Interesting. Well, it took that off no trouble. I mean, it should have. It was just dry pigment with no base, but still, I'll take it. It smells really nice. It's a little more scented than I was expecting. The micellar water, not the shadows. The shadows, I don't think smell of anything. No, they really don't. They don't even really smell of mica. Anyway, so these are amazing. And I'm really excited because I think I'm going to be able to very easily create a very beautiful and very soft look with these, which is, I think we all have our pain points. For me, it is that I really struggle at doing just a very, I don't want to say basic, that's wrong, not basic, but like a softer look. And I often wind up accidentally just doing something very over the top and very dramatic, because in a lot of ways it's a lot easier, because it's just like, well, that didn't go to plan, I'm just going to put on more glitter. It's totally a way you can live your life. It's definitely how I live my life sometimes. It's not always it's not always appropriate all the time. Sometimes less really is more. I mean, I don't believe that for a second, but you know. Anyway, I was a little concerned. I mean, I will say I did assume that the palette was a little bit bigger, But now that I'm looking at this, now I have it in my hands, I guess this is the size of Natasha Denona shadows usually, which means that each of these shadows is about $6. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at it. I'm pretty okay with that. These are really nice. I'm really happy. They're so heavy. And I feel fairly convinced that this must mean that like these pans are kind of deep because like the base is quite deep, if you can see that. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know that I've seen anybody hit pan on a Natasha Denona shadow. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really happy about this. I am really happy with all of my purchases. I'm very excited to try all of these products. I'm really excited to see what my mom thinks of this lipstick for Christmas. And I am going to go because I'm going to get some more work done and then try my fancy new shampoo out before bed, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will talk to you guys soon. If you're at all interested in any of the products that I've seen and you want like a review or a follow-up or something, let me know. And if I can manage to get enough work done, I feel like I'm going to use this tomorrow. Maybe I will even get my shit together and film and get ready with me. Probably will. I'd love to. I'd love to be less shitty at that. Anyway, thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye. Where's my off button? There's my off button. That's not true. I don't have an off button. Alright, bye.